Pleasant day, my fellow countrymen. Today, I stand here in front of you to change something, to explain something. To explain something on how a little misconception could lead to something as big as oppression, and to change something that I've been seeing from the time I gained consciousness up until this time that I'm delivering my speech in front of you. Of course, by the time I finish speaking this out, I will be receiving threats, blackmailing, and red tagging. But as if it's a new thing. And it doesn't matter as long as I speak up against this wrongdoing that has put us under injustice for several years now. But before I proceed, let me ask you a question. What are your standards in choosing our Miss Universe representatives, and why is it higher than your standards in choosing a politician? Isn't it ridiculous that we raise our eyebrows and set the bar too high when it comes to our pageant or sports representatives, but when it comes to the politicians and officials that will change the future of our own, that will impact generations to generations, the future of our own children, and the tomorrow of this country, we just tend to raise our shoulders. We let ourselves be blinded by their impure intentions. And for what? For the naive reason that they are your favorite actors and actresses. I'm not washing my hands here because, in fact, I myself was once deceived by an actor whom I thought is a really good leader because it is what they show on the television. I always admired their character that I even asked my parents to vote them for me. But now all I feel is regret. Actors will be actors. May we always remind ourselves that what they show in front of the camera is not what they are in real life. Let's put our ideals aside and see the bigger picture here. The real issue here is, vote buying. Many would say, I could just receive the money and not vote them on the elections day, cha-ching. But it's not how it goes. Well, I will be the one to break it to you, but vote buyers already thought about that, and they won't just let you run away with their money on your hands. Or is it really their money? No one can tell. But in most cases, seriously, vote buyers will put indelible ink on the thumb of the vote seller so that they can no longer cast their votes on the election day. But this is not where this ends, okay? There was once an incident in Mindoro where Mangyan voters were loaded in trucks and locked in rooms until the end of the election day so that they will no longer be able to vote. It's horrible, but yes, it comes to this extent. Now, if you happen to sell your vote once, I'm not here to blame you. Our actions that have been done cannot be taken back, but we certainly can do something to not let it happen again. That's why I am here speaking in front of everyone, so that this most misunderstood and the most committed crime of vote buying will never happen again. By this time, maybe some of you are convinced and some are not, but let me remind you, it is not the benevolence of the butcher, the baker, or the brewer that we expect our dinner, but with the regards of their own interest. Let's say the butchers will give you meat in return of your money. The bakers will give you bread in return of your money. And the brewers will give you drinks in return of your money. So why is it when it comes to politicians, when they do good things, we always think that they do it because they are kind? No, it's not like that, because it is their line of work. They are doing it because it is their line of work, and they get something in return for that. Okay, listen, the moment you accept 1,000 peso from a vote buyer is the moment you give the key to a corrupt politician to enter your vote and steal more than what they give you. While we think that we are in favor of this horrendous crime, while we think that they are giving us something, and while we think that we can just run away with the money and not vote for them, it was always the other way round. The money they will give you during their campaign will never be enough to compensate for the money that they will steal from you for the 3 or 6 years that you give them the power to do so. Because in the end, ask yourself, who's the one who pays for the debts of this country that just went to the pockets of the corrupt? It was always indeed us. Now, before I end this speech, I'm calling for everyone here not to let themselves be deceived. I am calling for the authority to take action to stop this doing that has wronged us for only God knows how long. If we want progress, let the cycle stop in us. Because the moment we sell our votes is the moment we sell our future. Thank you very much.